What is up, you guys? It is your boy Lucius with Toe Trap Tribe here, back with another installment, finally, of that Naruto Isekai Survival Guide series. Now, I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about the future of the channel and the series at the end of this video, so stick around till then. But you've been waiting for so long, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Darkness. Not silence, just absence. Time feels irrelevant. Then, a ripple of light. You float in an endless void, pieces of your soul scattered like ash in a breeze. You can't feel your body. You shouldn't exist. And yet, a voice, ancient and warm, speaks. Red clouds float on a curtain of billowing black cloaks, advancing menacingly towards the village hidden in the leaves. Once the party reaches their desired range, they perform a reverse summoning jutsu and land themselves in an alley just outside the heart of the village. In the middle of the group's huddle, a man stood and barked an order to spread out. In response, the invaders seemingly snap to life as they all rise mechanically and disperse into different parts of the village to find one thing, the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki. One of the invaders in particular had an unnatural quality to his mannerisms. His facial expressions were absent of humanity, his eyes vacant and a smile rigid, like it was carved into his face. His quirks didn't end there. His posture stiffened, and his arm came apart slowly, but underneath, instead of flesh, it was metal and hollow. He continued to morph his hand into a multi-headed missile launcher that looked ill-fitting and misplaced given his rustic surroundings. Baring his teeth in that same statue-like grin, he fired off several missiles that dispersed chaotically, some hitting shops and homes, others landed on the ground and missed critical infrastructure but ended up cratering the neatly paved streets crudely. Panic quickly consumed the helpless villagers as a scramble broke out as everyone tried to get to safety. You awake with a jolt, disturbed by a tremor snaking through the old floorboards of your small apartment. You extricate yourself from the comforting blankets wrapped around you and peer through the window. Smoke billows up in the distance. You step outside to get a better vantage point, only to narrowly avoid being trampled by a massive centipede. The centipede seems hell-bent on taking you out. It seems appropriate to use your own summon beast, but before you can weave the hand signs, a second centipede shows up and wraps around your torso tightly, while the other one charges with its poison pincers at the ready. The centipede bites down hard but is engulfed with smoke thanks to your substitution jutsu. The momentum causes it to crash into the second centipede, and thus the chance to eliminate them both arises as they tangle themselves disorientedly. A quick dragon flame incinerates the insect pair. Your attention gravitates back to the smoke rising from deeper in the village. Each of the invaders is fed visual feedback information from your encounter with the centipedes like a multi-screen security feed, and most notably, the woman responsible for summoning them, the Animal Path she was dubbed, watches as you leap overhead towards the sound of screams and smell of gunpowder. She leaps from her cover in the shadows and silently trails you. You notice not too long after that you're being followed. A part of you wonders if you should immediately stop and confront your pursuer, but your train of thought is cut short by a missile whizzing past you. You dash behind a building for cover as the missile flies overhead. Peeking out to get a better look at the source of the missiles proves fruitless, but when you look back from around the corner, a cold hand grabs your neck and hoists you up off the ground. That haunting, rigid expression soullessly bores into your own gaze, while the hand around your neck ratchets the pressure. From the corner of your vision, you can see two more of the Akatsuki peer. However, these ninja weren't on any dossier containing information about the rogue ninja. You're dropped unceremoniously as one of the new arrivals approaches you and places a hand on top of your head. The wind blows the stranger's long orange hair into his face, obscuring his intense gaze. A certain coldness spreads throughout your body when he tightens his grip, and chakra begins to comb through your mind. You begin to feel weaker, and the man suddenly speaks. No information regarding the Nine-Tails. A statement made with bitter finality. The human path starts to pull your soul out of your body after deeming you useless in the Akatsuki's search. Now that cold sensation had deepened, accompanied by a vacuum-like sensation as your eyes bulged and your breath catches. There was no pain, but there was a powerful dread that coursed through your blood until it was gradually muted. You fall limply to the ground. Darkness, not silence, just absent. Time feels irrelevant. Then, a ripple of light. You float in an endless void. Pieces of your soul scattered like ash in a breeze. You can't feel your body. You shouldn't exist. And yet, a voice ancient and warm speaks. Even soul-torn, you remain. Why? He turns. No body, yet somehow moving. Standing before you is the Sage of Six Paths, robes flowing like water, his eyes like twin galaxies. Weakly, you reply, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't finished yet. You were not meant for this world, but you bled for it. You were taken by pain, but not claimed. Fragments of your shattered spirit orbit around you, flickering like dying stars. Naruto, he's still fighting, alone. The sage nods. He carries the will of fire, but even fire needs kindling. He raises a hand. The fragments begin to glow, pulled back together, not forcibly, but gently, as if invited. Let me give you not just your soul, but a purpose worthy of it. A surge of golden chakra fills the void. The world holds its breath. Smoke drifts lazily across the ruined village. Golden light filters through the haze, casting long shadows over the crater's cracked edges. Naruto is on one knee. His fingers are bloody, digging into the rubble as he tries to rise. The last wisps of the Nine-Tails chakra burn off his shoulders like mist under the sun. Above him, the Deva path descends in silence. His cloak barely flutters. The gravity around him subtly distorts the falling ash. He raises one hand, fingers spread. From the crater rim, there's a shimmer, then a flash. A second sun drops from the heavens. The impact turns the air to static. Rings of dust peel outward as a figure rises from a crouch at the center of the blast. You, transformed, your silhouette blazing with fading power. Purple skin cracked with golden light. Your black hair whips in the updraft. The horns curve above, glowing. Golden eyes. Don't waste a moment. You sprint forward. Each footfall tears up the ground beneath you. Chunks of rubble are hurled aside by your chakra pressure alone. The Deva path tilts his head and extends a finger. Pulse. You're lifted mid-step, hurled backward by the force of a gravitational wave. Your body slams to the base of a cliff, buried in a cloud of broken stone and steel. But you don't stay down. You burst forward again. This time, you skim across the ground, shoulder first, low and fast. The two of you meet in the center of the crater. There is no sound. Your movements are too fast for the wind to catch. Each strike is precise, deliberate. You duck a sweeping kick, counter with a hook to the ribs that sends cracks running through Devapath's cloak. Pain counters with a spin and lands a blow. You falter. Your club shimmers in your hand, twisted, jagged, barely held together by your failing chakra. You swing. Pain dodges. The club buries itself into the ground and the earth splits around them. You rip the weapon free and bring it around again, this time catching Pain across the side of the head. For the first time, he stumbles. He rights himself mid-air, landing on a fractured column and wiping a streak of blood from his cheek. You breathe heavily, your chakra flickering. The golden aura dims, replaced by dull cracks in your skin that glow brighter with each breath. You run again. This time, Pain meets you halfway. No weapons now, just fists and fury. They trade blows on the ruins of a collapsed building, the debris giving way beneath them. Every impact sends fragments flying, every strike leaves bruises, dents. Your horns snap in half when Pain slams a chakra rod into the side of your head. You recoil, bleeding, but grab the rod with both hands and pull Pain into a knee that lifts him off the ground. The two of you tumble into a heap. You get up first. You stagger to Naruto's side. Naruto looks up, dazed, and sees the state of you. Blood running down your face, teeth missing, skin glowing like molten glass about to break. You don't speak. You plant your club into the dirt. It splinters and dissolves into golden energy. From the point of contact, a seal spreads out, a glowing spiral pattern carved into the earth. The gravity shifts. Dust lifts into the air. Loose rubble begins to float. Naruto pushes himself to his feet. His clone appears behind him and begins forming a Rasengan. You kneel, your whole body shaking. You reach out. Naruto places a hand in his. There's no need to speak. You rise slowly, golden chakra wrapping around both of them. The seal pulses underfoot. You twist your body, planting one foot behind. Your arms coil back. Naruto braces himself as the world bends around him. And then you launch, spinning rapidly, blue chakra swirling around him, merging with the last traces of gold left behind by you. Now, A silhouette of scorched skin and flickering light staggers as the recoil bends the earth beneath your feet. Your hand lowers slowly, and your shoulders sag. Time slows down. Pain's eyes track Naruto's arc. He lifts one hand in a final effort. The air ripples with dense gravity. Rubble floats upward. The sky bends. The Rasengan spins faster. The Rasengan, formed perfectly, crackles with blue, a storm in a sphere, and then the impact. Naruto connects with Pain's hand, and then pushes through. The blast engulfs them both in a swirling dome of spiring light and chakra. Earth quakes. Ashes blown away in a circular wave from the epicenter. The sky above is ripped open into streaks of light. The Rasengan drills deeper, then detonates. A pulse of chakra radiates outward, flattening what's left of the crater. Dust envelops everything, and then silence. Golden particles drift like fireflies through the wreckage. For a long time, nothing stirs. But then, Naruto's silhouette emerges from the cloud. He falls forward, caught just before he hits the ground by his last shadow clone. The clone fades. Naruto collapses on his side, hands still smoking. Pain, for his part, lies in the far wall of the crater, arms out, lifeless. The rods embedded in him glow faintly, then disintegrate into ash. His body cracks, crumbles, and collapses into the dust, leaving nothing but a faint outline in the stone. You, however, still standing, albeit barely. Your eyes are dim, your body straining under too much heat. Glowing threads of chakra spill from the fractures the light broke. Glowing threads of chakra spill from the fractures like light from a broken lantern. You turn your head slowly. Naruto, safe. A shallow breath, you let go and fall backward into the rubble. Your gaze lingers up on the skies. Golden chakra gently leaks into the soil beneath you like rainfall into dry earth. A gust of wind lifts the dust again, and then everything goes black. To be continued. So, first of all, if you guys made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I know you've been waiting since, like, I don't know, the dawn of dinosaurs, but yeah. To tell the truth, I have not been enjoying making these anymore. I think my creative energy has completely flipped into like other things which I want to do, but I know you guys deserved to have this video come out at least and have the final say in what should happen with this series, because you're the whole reason that this channel has grown, and this seems to be like the main draw for you guys here. So if you guys are like just tired of all the inconsistency, I get it. But if you would like me to finish this series, I will try to release bi-weekly releases, concluding with the Ninja War arc. I've already stated in previous videos I will not be doing Boruto, but I can, if you want, go all the way up to the War arc and that finale. So you let me know by your support. If this video gets 30 likes, I will continue and finish to the war arc. But let me know. Let me know. And with that, guys, there's not really much else I have to say for you. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.